When did you choose to enter this occupational field and why?
I chose to enter the healthcare field. In college was when I started to enter it, but I always knew I wanted to either be a nurse or a PA, or when I was really young, I considered being a doctor because I suffered with basilar migraines when I was growing up. I always had to go to the emergency department when I had them, and I always envied the workers, being on the other side, taking care of me. I always wished I could be taking care of someone else rather than being taken care of. So throughout middle school and high school, I always knew when I came to college that I would go into a health sciences major. And then when I came into college, I got that job as a home health aide taking care of a quadriplegic, and it really opened my eyes to how much I loved this field and how good it feels to take care of others when they're vulnerable, and to be there for them when they feel low, whether it be physically or mentally. So
Okay. What courses have been most difficult for you?
Philosophy was really difficult for me because it really required me to think of views that I didn't think about outside of school. Like personhood, what defines a person, which I never really realized how important that was for health sciences until I took that class, because, with euthanasia and, when someone's really sick, like or has Alzheimer's, how do we define personhood, and when does a person not become a person anymore? That's all really complex stuff that you have to deal with when you go into the health and sciences. So that was really rewarding, but it was very difficult. And then my chemistries were tough just because it required a lot of studying, really being persistent and organized, and keeping myself on track, which is not easy when you don't have a parent or a high school teacher telling you, knocking on your door, or hassling you at school like, hey, you didn't turn in your assignment. So yeah.
Okay. Do you feel you have worked to your full potential?
I do. I have never worked harder in my entire life since college, and I'm proud of myself. And I really pushed myself to my limits through my whole college career. There might have been a few mornings where I slept in when I shouldn't have, but all of my accomplishments have very much so outweighed my weaknesses.
Okay. Why should we consider you for our program instead of several other equally qualified candidates?
You should consider me because I feel as though I have a passion that maybe others don't. I truly, truly have a love for this field, and it is one of my life goals to become a PA. I'm not in it just to get a salary. I'm not just in it to have a title. I'm in it for what the job envelops. I really am in it for the mission of being a PA.
Okay. Last question. What are your short-term and long-term goals?
My short-term goal is to get into this program. I've worked really hard for it, so that's definitely my short-term goal. My long-term goal is to obviously become a PA someday, but more specifically to make an impact on either the local community, national community, whatever community that I end up helping out, and educate patients and their loved ones about how to live healthier lives, and prevention of diseases and illnesses. That is my long-term goal.
Okay, great. Thank you.